Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to my SimCity video tutorials. In this tutorial I will be continuing on with my multi-city video tutorials, which are at the moment concentrated on building this city as an education specialization city. And in the previous video I told you that the next stage is going to be building a university. Well, here we are. I have used two grade schools, one fully upgraded, one upgraded only a little bit, in order to reach the required 1200 students per day in order to be able to build the university. Now that I have the university, I also have some missions attached to it. I needed to plop a university and add a dormitory to the university, and I will soon have the required 100 students to attend class in order to fulfill this mission. Once this mission is fulfilled, I will gain a similar reward. These missions and rewards come from being specialized in education by using this guide me. So whenever you start a new city and you choose its specialization, you can use these guide me's to get these missions, which pop either on the town hall or the specialization buildings themselves. And once you do what is required of you, you will get a cash reward which will help you out with your budget. Now, as we have come to the 8 AM, my university should start getting students. Now, one thing that you should remember about education is that the kids that are in these homes in residential do not have an exact age. They can be about every age the schools that you have. So if you have grade schools, kids will become students in those grade schools. If you have high schools, they will become high school students. If you have a university, they will become university students. It doesn't really matter because those kids do not have an age. So you don't actually have to have a grade school, a high school, and a university all in one city to be able to teach all the ages and all the children that you have in that city, because whichever type of building you have, the kids will become students in that building. So once I have built this university, I have turned off these grade schools and I will now demolish them. They are no longer necessary, as this entire city will send its kids to become students in this university. Now, there is one downside to having a university in your city as the only way to educate your kids, because once they become students, they drive to the university. This will add even more traffic to your city. So if your city has traffic problems, you may try having a grade school or a high school to reduce the traffic, because then you will have children going by school buses to their schools instead of driving to the university. As you just saw, I have finished this mission and I have gained 40,000 simoleons. Now I will most likely gain some further missions that will just pop up from this university. You can be patient, and here we are. It says that I need a college, a community college. Now that's not a mission I wish to fulfill, so I can just quit it and wait for a mission that I do want to fulfill, which is, for example, upgrading this university with more schools. For me, the upgrade that I'm waiting for is the School of Science, which is right here, which will then allow me to build concentrated solar arrays on the solar power plant. And because I want my entire region to be using clean energy, I need this upgrade before I can build any large industry like the fuel refineries in my first city in this region, which is an industrial city for oil extraction and refining. Now, finally, as you can see, I have gained this mission, which says that I need to do what exactly? I need to have 25 more students enrolled in higher education and have them graduate from higher education. Now, this mostly means that I just need to upgrade, and once I upgrade, this will most likely be achieved. Now that I have upgraded the university, I can have more students per day in it. As you can see, I have reached now the point where I can have 2000 students in class per day, and now I can build the School of Science. I will build it right here, and now I will start the research on the concentrated solar array. Now this research will take quite a while, and it is known that it will speed up depending on just how many students you have. So as more students you have in your university every day, the faster this research will go. Now that I have plotted this university and it has started educating my citizens, as you can see, I've just finished this mission. As I told you, as soon as I upgrade, it will be finished. And now if I go to the industry tech map, you can see that it goes through the roads. It follows the road connections until it hits your industry, and once it hits your industry, your previously polluting buildings will become high-tech industry. As you can see, they are now on tech level 2, and once enough time passes, they are going to hit tech level industry 3. At that point, they should make far less air pollution and ground pollution. As you just saw, this building has already managed to jump up to tech level 3. Now at tech level 2 and 3, these buildings will employ far more medium wealth and high wealth workers, and they will employ far less low wealth workers, and that is demonstrated right here. At the moment, because all these buildings are being built, we can just follow just how many of these unemployed low wealth, medium wealth workers are going to get jobs in those factories. As you can see here, the number of unemployed is falling dramatically as each of these buildings is built, and it is requiring a lot more medium wealth workers than the dirty industry did, and far fewer low wealth workers. A small disadvantage of having a university compared to grade schools or the high school is that you have to leave the university during the entire day, even when there are no students being educated. This is because you have to keep the research going. While if you have grade schools, as I had previously, or high school, you can turn it off between 3 p.m. and 3 a.m. and save money for those 12 hours. You also should remember that when you go from the grade school or the high school, which use buses to get the children to school, you can delete all the bus stops that were in your city. From my previous videos, you can remember that I had bus stops on all of these streets, but now that I have switched to the university, I have deleted all those bus stops. They wouldn't be quite a big drain on your city's budget, but it stacks up. From this point onwards, you can try a few things. You can try and have this university be attended by students from this city. As you can see, I already have 293 students coming in from my first city. This is because there is about 1,500 students there, while only one grade school that has enough room for 1,000 of them. So this arrow here is showing me that I have 293 students coming in from that city. Now after the 2.0 patch, these numbers are supposed to be more accurate, and the actual number of students to be entering your university should speed up your research time. And I am hoping that the students I have in my third city, which is going to be tourism and gambling, are also going to be coming into this city. Now if this does not happen and those students do not actually keep coming in from those cities to this university, then you can either build a high school in the city and have the buses take them, because that 100% works. The future of this city is to be upgraded, all of these homes to be upgraded to medium density, and once that is achieved, to start an industry going here so I can give jobs to all these people. This is likely going to be a processor factory, with maybe later on going for the electronics HQ and the consumer electronics factory to build TVs and computers, as they are the most profitable items sold on the global market in this game. So that would be all for this time around. Please stay tuned, I will have more videos coming up soon. Thank you for watching.